I feel there is lot of childhood obesity in children. There are a lot of children who look obese and anemic, and they have some other problems like worms and all. So this is all because of unhealthy eating pattern of Amritsaris. Children are so young, they don't understand what is good and what is bad. It is the fault of elders, I'll say, at home as well as teachers in school. Everybody needs to guide them what is healthy eating. Healthy eating actually is not very clear, or rather had not been very clear to the parents as well. Recently I find younger parents, the parents of these just recent generations, they are a little more conscious. They are themselves very health conscious. I don't know whether they are guiding their children as yet or not. They themselves are conscious, but the children are still hooked on to Maggies and pizzas and burgers. That is going on. As we just said that way to a person's heart is through the stomach, and mother's love is there in the feeding of the children. So that has to, it is the norm of the nature. It will continue. It is instinctive. It will continue. But the mothers have to be guided that at least feed your children right. As we say that maida is white poison, sugar is white poison. So these things to be avoided. The children, if they know, they will go home and tell their mom, this is not right, this is right. Children really catch up very fast. They are innocent and they are also very focused. When they are taught something and they catch it, then they are not going to leave it. Yeah, you are running a very good program, Gayatri. I must compliment you. And I have met your children, and they are quite knowledgeable now. And I see that they understand some aspects of healthy eating. They need to have more lessons with you, but they have started going on that track. And there are other children who have shared with me that we would also like to join. So it was a good pilot, start you made. And children who are with you, they are now showing some changes in their eating, preferences. So this has to be, slowly seeped in, and but it should be a continuous effort. I really wish that children take it up in a proper way, and you are teaching them, I'll say, food value of every food that they are eating, and also how it is grown in the farm, and then from farm how it is brought to the table, and what all should be there. Like I saw the salad yesterday, I even tasted it. That child was so clear about what she has put in it and why she has added those things. There were vegetables and there were fruit items in it. So that is what they all have to understand, that they have to adopt those foods which don't make them obese. Definitely food education is very important. Earlier also, many years ago when I was a student, food and nutrition or home science used to be a subject, and we only thought home science meant to cook. What all to cook, something to cook for a healthy person, something to cook for a sick man, and that kind of thing, something to cook for elderlies, something to cook for babies. So that way cooking was more important than the healthy part of the food. So this is very important. Food and nutrition is a subject CBSE has introduced now very recently in vocational stream, and that also is quite a hefty subject. I find it's in +1 level I've seen, and that is much later. We, as CBSE has said now, health and wellness program, physical education period should be there from 9th to 12th every day in the curriculum. So in that way, I'll say that health period must have some input of eating things also, how to improve your diet, what kind of food to eat which will not lead to any kind of ailment, any kind of diabetic or blood pressure problem. So you must include that. I would recommend to all those senior bodies which are preparing the curriculum that they should add the food and nutrition part into the health and wellness program as well. All the best to you for your program. It is doing very well, and I wish more children join, and they should understand that these things are very important. Parents must understand these are most important things to be done.